this is Josh Taylor with Trade Advisor Pro, and I want to thank you for checking out our video today. Now, before we get started with today's free Forex trading video, I want to give you a chance to pause this video right now and go to our website. Trade Advisor Pro offers you free Forex trading videos, and trade alerts. And folks, you do not want to miss our trade alerts. We send out a bunch of trade alerts every month that are top rated in the industry. We send you our exact trades right to your inbox. Pause the video now. Go to tradeadvisorpro.com/free, and all you have to do is register and then come back to this video, and we'll be sending you a lot more goodies to help you with your Forex trading. Enjoy today's training video. Alright traders, I'm looking at the New Zealand dollar USD chart. This is a daily chart, and I wanted to go over a few things that I'm looking at here. We took a trade yesterday. The trade kicked in. Here's what I want to show you first of all. Remember one thing I talk about all the time, is that currency pairs trade in a range 80% of the time, right? So as you can see this right here, there's actually 4 ranges on this chart, let alone the fact that there's actually a range when this thing was uptrending. Okay, you can tighten that in a little bit up through this area. You could trade these retreat pullbacks, and you see what I'm saying? You can trade that range. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the ranges here. Now, if you've seen my past videos, you'll probably guess that we have a range here and a range here. But the reality is both of those ranges actually have 2 different ranges. Okay? And the most dominant range over on this side is all the way from this bottom here to the blue line here, between the green line and the blue line. Okay, you can see that this has been a more prominent range in here. Okay, so what I did, and I also know that we have more of a mental level of resistance at 8,300. So what I did was, when we've traded this pair several times, we've had a lot of profitable trades over the last few months, but I sold this pair right around, I think 2 days ago. We put a sell order to sell when this pair went up. Now, according to history, right, see that this thing continues. Sometimes it goes a little higher, but it rejects off of that and keeps coming back. It's been in this range, so we trade the ranges. Eventually you get stopped out of a range, folks. There's no way around it. Eventually it moves into a new range, and then you just trade the new range. It's not difficult. What happens? Put my stop loss up into this range here. I put it at 83.12. I meant to put it at 83.31. For some reason I put it lower, and if I would have, it literally walked up, took us out, and dropped. So we are going to get back into this trade again at a different level. Now, see, there's one range there. There's also the more macro range between the green line and the yellow line. See? So there's almost two ranges. Same with over here. You have this range from a yellow line to this white line going, and then you have this range from the red line almost to the green line. And here, you see what I'm saying? So what happens is when we talk about trading support and resistance, right? Support is the floor, resistance is the ceiling. When it breaks through, it becomes the new support, new resistance. Now, here's what I did. Because we are sitting, price basically came into this new range. It's come down and tested the what used to be the resistance of the new range. And now is the support of this range. What I'm looking at is where are we sitting here right now? Is this actually going to be a support that's going to hold, or is price going to break back into this range? So what I've done is what we're going to be doing is I have to, before I can buy here to let this thing run up to 8,400, we don't know if this is just going to hold for a little bit, because the candle's already rejecting for the day. It's already struggling under the 8,300 mark big time, and in my estimation, I think the price is going to break back down into this range. Okay, so what I've done is now my Mirror Trader Pro customers, we're already live in a trade. In fact, we're up a few pips. We bought right up in here. We're up a few pips, but I put a super tight stop right up into this range, around 83.33. Okay, actually, yeah, I think that's where it's at, and really tight. And we're only risking 0.1%, tiny percent of our accounts. All right, because if we get stopped out, it's a small loss. But if price does continue hammering through, because it's rejecting 8,300 already, which I like to see that, then if price does hammer back down through, we're going to ride this sucker all the way down. Okay, and then the return on that will end up being 2%. So we're only risking 0.1% with a possible gain of 2%. Okay, but one thing I'm not going to do is if price does start going up, I'm bailing. I'd rather cut our losses early, keep it small, and then what we'll do is if price would go up here, then we will take a sell position at 8,400 and with a profit target right in this range here. Okay, and our stop we would put above that swing high. Okay, you want to make sure it's good, not right on it, because it could go back and touch it, but we'd probably put it at 84, 82. Okay, so that's it. So again, try to find the range using support and resistance, trend lines also, but especially when it's going sideways like this. Perfect opportunity to trade. You sell at the top of the range, you buy at the bottom. That's what we did. It was in this range. I did exactly as I always do. We've had a ton of profitable trades in here. Unfortunately, we got stopped out. Price moved into a new range. But the way this pair's acting, I'm unsure whether it's going to hold, and it may reject this range and go back in. So we're taking a small trade, very tight stop, very, very low risk. Okay? If it got stopped out, you'd barely even notice it in your account. But if it does go down back into the other range, we're going to clean house and do very, very well. All right, that's the end of this short video. Remember, be safe out there. Keep your trading tight. Use a predetermined plan and don't over leverage your account. Folks, I hope you enjoyed today's training video. If you have not done so already, stop this video now. Go to TradeAdvisorPro.com/free and register absolutely free for free Forex training videos, and free Forex traded alerts directly to your inbox. Go to the website right now and register for free. All kinds of goodies for you. Thanks a lot.